Patriots Place edition.
Yes.
Big show today.
We have a lot to talk about today. Today was the trade deadline today. A lot of moves were made today. Well, not a lot of moves were made today. Really, barely any at all.
Like two.
Maybe like two moves made today. But the New England Patriots made a move that, to me, I was like, okay.
It's questionable at best.
Questionable at best. You know, they released Mike Nugent. You know, he had missed 2 kicks last week against the Browns. He had one blocked, so it doesn't really count. The other one was like, okay, that was terrible. But he was okay, decent. I mean, kicking has been a problem for us all year. You know, a problem all year. But the Patriots found his replacement today. Oh, my God. And when I found about this news, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is a forewarning. It'll be a lot of cursing in this part of the segment. The Patriots signed Nick Folk. Yes, Nick Folk. You know, the guy that, you know, missed 4 kicks.
That single-handedly won us a game in 2017.
Yeah, 2017 in October. The guy 2 years ago today. The guy that literally was just terrible, and because we played against New England Patriots that game, his career is over. Get him. The guy who completely bombed and the AAF. Yeah, we signed him. Mm-hmm. Old man. He hasn't been good since he was on the Jets in the Packers, like 7-9 years ago. They're talking about, give him a chance, No, he sucks. He sucks. We already have a bad issue with fucking kicking anyway.
And
why?
We're screwed now.
Yeah, listen, the Patriots gonna have to go from 4th down every single time on offense. Every touchdown, go for 2. Because I don't want him near a fucking football. I don't want him near warming up. I
don't want him in the fucking sideline.
He'll mess around and miss the kick. You know how they have the net and sideline warming up?
That's happened. I wonder if that was him, though. But that's happened.
He'll mess around and miss kicks from there. So let him know why would I want him to kick anything. Like, it's so bad. Like, he wouldn't be able to kick your ass.
I was about to say that. Yeah. Damn it, he beat me to it.
He wouldn't be able to kick your ass. That's how bad it is. Nick Folk, why? No, listen, we had so many issues already on the team that we needed to address the offensive line. We could have gotten another receiver, which is another receiver, something like that.
Right, or tight
end. O.J. Howard was available. Why did we go over there and be aggressive with them?
Right, I heard Dwayne Allen is actually a free agent. Why don't we sign him? We need blocking help
bad. Like, it's ridiculous. But you wanted to sign Nick Folk. You know how bad Nick Folk is? It's just terrible. You know what? I have to give credit to Chisel Adonis. He inspired me because he be killing Nick Folk. He's making good about Nick Folk all the time.
Yeah, he's the Nick Folk was the origins of him messing with all types of kickers when they chose.
Listen, Nick Folk is so bad. Like, there's so many things I would rather happen than to have him as my kicker. He's that bad. I'm like, yo, like, why? Nick Folk, why? Nick Folk, why? Why sign this bum?
I can't believe I missed Gostkowski. I never thought I'd say that.
I don't miss him, but he's a bum.
You're going to miss him when this bastard kicks.
I'm already guaranteed when they do make him kick the field goal and he missed, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna be like, I'm done with him. Anybody with a Nick Folk jersey, I'm slapping the hell out of you. Why would you waste your money on that shit anyway? Like, trash.
I wouldn't waste $2.50 on that.
He's
and
garbage.
I mean $2.50.
Garbage. He's terrible. I would rather Shawn Michaels' sweet chin music, a field goal kicks for us, than to have as my kicker.
Well, he sweet chin music a fumble for us. We'll get to that game soon.
For our old school, oh yeah, Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie. I'd rather Doug Flutie come out of retirement and do that shit too than have him as my kicker. I would rather watch Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah at age 100 and they're both dead in a bra and panties match than to have him as my kicker. I would rather watch crackheads twerk for a bag of Doritos on 3rd Avenue than to have you as my kicker. You suck. Get this bum out of here. Like, I just can't. Oh, I'm so bad.
I gotta finish it. Put your motherfucking head back down.
Put your motherfucking head back down. You suck.
Chisel Adonis.
Yo,
that's for
Chisel
you.
Adonis, man. He sucks. Like, why? It's gonna be a time when the game's gonna be close. And then this is the thing. We play Baltimore Sunday.
Yeah.
We're going to have the best kicker in the league versus the worst kicker in the league, and he happens to play for our team. He said, give him a chance.
No.
He said, he has a career 80% career field goal percentage.
That was a long time ago. It was probably 85 before he played us 2017.
Oh, my God.
Like, fuck out of here. They know.
You know what it is? Tampa Bay, I think it was. Tampa Bay is known for having terrible kickers. Like
Yeah, it's still going on right now.
Robert Aguayo and then Nick Folk. You remember how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wasted a second round pick on a fucking kicker?
Because he was the best kicker in college football history. And yeah.
Yo, listen. I don't care. When if Nick Folk was playing, right, I'm literally gonna turn my back on the TV and I refuse to watch him kick the kid. And the moment he misses it, I just might throw a chair somewhere. I'm like, yo, I might get stone cold right now. And like, yo, hits people with chairs, stone cold, stunning everybody. It's ridiculous. He sucks. But you know, that's what it is at this point.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, we had a game on Sunday, if you want to call it that. I thought it was a comedy show.
It was hilarious.
But if you want to call it a game, you can call it that. Yeah, even though the score doesn't show, which I'm very disappointed, by the way. It should have hung 50, but whatever.
Yeah.
The score doesn't say, but that was a shellacking. That game was never close at all. And it started with 3 of the most hilarious turnovers you'll probably ever see in football history. Mind you, we started the butt fumble.
Yeah.
And the interception that was thrown rivals how ridiculous that was. Because have you ever seen anybody intercept a fucking shovel pass like that?
I don't think it was ever possible. But Baker Mayfield found a way to do it. Oh my God, they were bad. First of all, let's get started. Let's just get.
Yeah, this is not gonna take. I'm not even gonna put out the plays. I'm just gonna talk about what I remember. What I remember is 3 consecutive turnovers. I wish it was like in the beginning, but it wasn't. Look, Nick Chubb's first fumble. There's Shawn Michaels. He got this sweet chin music, the ball out of his freaking arm. Again, I've also never seen that before, but it happened. Good old Joe Batonio. Thank you very much. So that led to 1 turnover.
Yes.
Which
they scored.
Yes. Then the next turnover, Nick Chubb broke 6 tackles, looked like Marshawn Lynch, ran down the field. Then Jonathan Jones went into his inner Charles Tillman and punched the crap out of the ball. And we got it back at the 5-yard line.
First of all, that was having to be demoralizing. And then obviously we didn't score in that play either. But
because we were backed up our own 5.
Yeah. But I just couldn't believe this. Then I don't know what Baker Mayfield was doing, but Baker Mayfield tried to do a shovel pass to Chubb. And I ended up getting picked off. Ended up getting picked off.
I didn't even laugh at first. I stood up from my couch with my mouth wide open, like, what in the hell just happened? Man, he did not just do that.
The bar went absolutely nuts, and it didn't help because I was like rallying the crowd up in the bar right there. My brother was there. He's a Browns fan, and he was pissed. He was so mad. I was like, yo, he was fucking mad drunk too. I'm like, yo, it was really bad. I'm like, yo, I've never seen that before. 3 consecutive first snaps and turnover. I'm like, what? That was terrible. At that point, it was 17-0. I'm like, yeah, this is over. This is gonna be a blowout. This is gonna be a blowout. But you know, they had other plans.
Yeah. So that's basically it. Unfortunately, defense allowed a touchdown. That sucks. But whatever. What can you do?
But honestly speaking, that pass that Baker Mayfield threw, I'm like, yo, I don't like that was pretty good. Like, I don't think he could have.
Well, in our defense, and to completely discredit him, that was against Dante Hightower, who had no freaking business being in coverage to begin with. So that was a complete mess up on our end. That should have been Jamie Collins. If that was Jamie Collins, that would have not got caught. But it is what it is. We are perfect, but sometimes we'll do ballhead shit. It happens.
It happens.
It is what it is. But that was the closest they were to doing anything positive, so who gives a shit after that? They can have that little gimme touchdown. So now the Patriots have allowed 4 touchdowns overall, and I'm pretty sure they scored 4 touchdowns overall. So we're tied with that now. Yeah. I hope it continues. We'll see what happens against Baltimore. But there's really not much to say about this game. Well, at least for Cleveland. Cleveland, get out of here.
Offensively for the Patriots,
this is what we got to talk
about. We have to talk about this. This is very concerning. Tom Brady did not play well in this game. The stats may say otherwise. He did not play well.
He should have thrown an interception.
He should have.
I don't know how
if
the
the ball wasn't wet. If the ball wasn't wet, that should have been picked off. It was a dry game, not raining. He would have picked it off. So he ends his streak of 4 straight games
accidentally, because
it should have been an interception in the end zone. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
But I will say all this. I just think he's still a little frustrated. We were playing with 3 of our linemen down now, instead of just the usual 2. Like Shaq Mason didn't play, so I'm hoping he comes back because we kind of need you. So that hinders everything. He throws some dimes though.
He did.
Like to Philip Dorsett
He
in the
did.
sideline. Oh my god! And then to
Julian.
Ben Watson in the street.
Oh, yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh my god! So when he feels like it, Tom will go ahead and thread the needle like he always does. So that's why I'm not worried about him per se. I just wish they would protect him a little bit more. That's the only real concern I have.
Besides Myles Garrett, that was getting him.
Yeah, he was just destroying Newhouse
destroying
and Cannon
Newhouse.
back to back to back. There's nothing we could do about that.
Yeah, by himself.
And Olivier Vernon was doing a little bit of damage too because Marshall Newhouse is horrible.
Horrible.
So it's easy for them to do
There
that.
was a meme on Instagram saying that it was a cheerleader, a Patriot cheerleader bending down and Newhouse like staring at her ass. It was saying, "Pay attention, Newhouse. Pay attention. You're not focused." Like,
well, I mean, I would say I don't blame him, but dog, come on.
It was somebody else, all right, whatever. But you suck.
Yeah, but it says you suck. Yeah, word.
So you're not getting a pass.
Yeah, like otherwise, yeah, the offense wasn't really doing nothing. Most of our production came off a 59-yard screen pass to James White. Like, look, when you up 17-0 because your defense literally put up the points or gave you field position, I guess it's all right for you to be stagnant. Plus, it was raining like a monsoon in the beginning of that game.
Yeah, it was bad.
So, look, it is what it is. I don't want to read into it too much. If this happens next week, we got something to be upset about.
Muhammad Sanu had his debut here. He was pretty decent today.
I like what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, I like what I saw too. Just it was raining, so they ran the ball. They ran the ball a lot. So, but
his beautiful 19-yard catch down at the right sideline was actually really good. I'm like, all right, that's the type of outside presence we need. Now we're just waiting for our first round pick to come in and do the same thing.
Which he should be playing tonight against Baltimore.
Either against Baltimore or it's going to be against Philly. Yeah. Which I don't like that. Well, no, actually, no. Philly is the perfect place to start because there's no one to cover you. So hopefully he will play in that game. That'd be nice. But yeah, otherwise, I don't overreact the way a lot of people do. Because people were reacting about offenses before Buffalo. Like, look, we'll be all right. This happened last year. I will admit, though, and I do notice Tom isn't playing the way he was last year. He's a little worse than he was last year.
I'm not going to lie to you. He misses Antonio Brown. He misses him.
He's missed someone to get open. That's a problem. When you're playing with a bunch of third stringers, a newly acquired Mohamed Sanu, and just Julian Edelman, is like they don't get separations. What the fuck?
You do know that the Patriots tight end production literally have 13 catches the whole season?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Izzo sucks. Lacoste is never there, so I don't know if he sucks. And Ben Watson just got here, and he's 40.
He literally came out of retirement.
This is why I was so angry after the draft, who was very tight end heavy, that we couldn't take one of them. We couldn't, one of them, any one of them. There was 5 of them that were pretty decent. Irv Smith is doing some damage in Minnesota now. We could have had that.
Yeah, I was telling you about
We got Sternberger in Green Bay riding. I don't know. I think he's hurt. But he didn't ever play before that. You know what I mean?
And then the trades for Rudolph fell through. It was he's something. You could have did something.
Yeah, right. You couldn't get Cameron Brate from the Buccaneers. He don't play. He's good. OJ Howard was a little too high. I was fine with Cameron Brate. I think he's a better blocker anyway. We need more blocking to begin with. But it is what it is. With the tight end position, we're screwed the minute we start the season anyway. But we're injured everywhere too. So once we get healthy, we're gonna be okay. I'm sure of it. So that's enough of this excuse of a football game again, whatever the hell you want to call it. Oh, Washington's winning now. 3-2. Bottom of the 5th.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the World Series. I know it has nothing to do with us, but it just popped up. All right, so the next topic is going to be the State of the Champions. We basically just covered the offense just now by mistake, so that saves us time today. So we're going to go with the defense. They're perfect.
They are absolutely amazing. You're only averaging 7 points. You're giving up 7 points a game. A touchdown a game.
In this day and age, that's stupid.
Turnover machines. Forcing turnovers like crazy. You literally average 3 turnovers a game. 4 turnovers a game. It depends.
How many we got? 25?
25.
What the fuck?
It's crazy. It's and then the way that they're so dynamic, how they can score. I think how they able to score points. I think they have more points scored than we've allowed all season. I think they scored 4 touchdowns defensively. Yes. All right, so
No, they have a little more points allowed than they've scored.
Yeah,
because they've allowed 4 touchdowns overall. They've scored 4 touchdowns, but that doesn't count for the field goals.
yeah. So yeah,
And the Patriots do have 1 safety, so it's 4 touchdowns and +2.
So that's literally 24, 25, 26 points, which is still great though. It's still great. Like, it's a historic defense that we haven't seen these type of defense since '03, and there will be defense too. But this was wow. This is really, really impressive. Stephon Gilmore leading the charge.
Defensive player of the year.
Peaking. He's reached his full potential in New England. He was great. He was pretty good in Buffalo, but he's reached his peak.
Yeah, his peak. This is it.
Like another 2 years of him at this level, and then after that, it may go back down. But he's doing really well.
He's the best cornerback.
Devin McCourty, the McCourty brothers in general, but Devin McCourty specifically.
Oh yeah, because Jason gets under the radar. Jason's doing his thing.
He is.
JC Jackson looks a little more susceptible over Jason McCourty. He's great.
Except for that game with the Jets when they was picking on him. But the referees
were picking on Jason Jackson.
They were picking on him. Like, come on, man, ridiculous. It was ridiculous. For the most part,
but this whole secondary is on some extra shit. Like, honestly speaking, everyone, even Chung, because Chung got hurt a couple of times. He doesn't play as much as the others, but he's doing his thing, covering them tight ends too. Like everyone.
Kyle Van Noy. First of all, strip sack, man. Like, listen, this taking everything away, snagging cookies away, and Chase.
My boy Chase Winovich.
Yo, man.
Putting great production as a situational pass rusher. He's doing great. And our special teams, look at special teams. Like, oh my gosh, man. He has a touchdown in special teams.
But special teams, not including the kickers. I'm talking about everything else besides them. But they're amazing. The Patriots defensive coaches did a great job. Steve Belichick has done an amazing job with the secondary. Like, come on. Come on. Stephon Gilmore is playing out of his mind. Everybody.
The front 7. Lawrence Guy catching interceptions, apparently. Yeah. Adam Butler is playing out of his mind, number 70. Stanley Shaw is a ridiculous run stuffer at 71. Their numbers, by the way, if people don't know. Dietrich Wise, number 91, is playing great. These guys are ridiculous, and that's all without Michael Bennett, who was supposed to be our big defensive line acquisition, who's gone now. Good riddance. Everybody stepped up. They're all wonderful. It's insane. And again, our people are always going to say, you don't play anybody. They ain't playing a top 10 quarterback. Wah. Okay. They're not lying. However, what defenses do you know are getting this type of production versus those bottom feeders? We have the Buffalo Bills, who have top 3 defense in the NFL. They're not doing this against the same opposition.
We're literally playing the same teams, except for 2 teams on our schedule. We're literally playing the same exact team, same schedule.
And they're not doing anything close to what we're doing.
No.
So if they're so good, how come we're fake, but they're good? Like, that doesn't make sense.
The 49ers literally the second best defense in the league. You can say, all right, fine. They're literally holding their team.
Yeah, they're on some historic levels, too.
As well.
They are.
So
they're just not as good as us, but they are. And you know what's funny? I have a 49ers friend who I talk to very frequently. Their defense is built similarly, but their strengths are a little bit different. Our secondary is our bread and butter.
Yeah.
Their front 7 is their bread and butter. I agree. But when flipped over, their secondary level and our front 7 level is pretty similar. Like, our front 7 is still great. It's just not the 49ers level. It's like their secondary is great. They're just not our level. But they're like, I think they're second in like points per game allowed, and I think second in DVOA.
Yeah.
And they're first in yards allowed, and something else. I forget what it was. They're first that we're not in.
And it's literally like,
and it's neck and neck.
Neck and neck, literally 1 and 2.
Like, people not talking about their defense. Their defense is actually pretty close to ours. Like, the reason why we're mentioning 49ers is not only are they comparable to us, since they have our old 2nd round pick in Jimmy Garoppolo years ago, there might be a chance we'll get that dream. I don't know if everybody calls it a dream matchup, but that might be the matchup between supposed to be the king and the heir.
Let's be honest. The Patriots are going back to the Super Bowl. That's just what's going to happen.
The AFC, no one's beating them.
No one's beating them. The way they're playing right now, defensively, no one's beating them. The Colts is not beating them. The Chiefs is not beating them. The Ravens is not beating them. Buffalo Buffalo be like, oh,
they can't score.
They're not.
They can't score.
They'll-
Our offense will be good enough to score on this Buffalo defense. Trust me, I swear it. So it's not happening.
If the playoffs ended now, New England will be number 1, Colts will be number 2, the Ravens will be number 3, the Chiefs number 4, Buffalo 5, and the Raiders 6. The Raiders are 6.
Texans.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Texans.
Yeah, the Texans is 6. So that 3-6 matchup I mentioned was Baltimore and
Texans.
Houston. Baltimore and Houston.
I'm picking Texas, no question about that.
Which is the Texans. Texans will beat them, and then you have the Chiefs and the Bills, which depending on how they go, that's the tough matchup too, especially since the Chiefs can't do anything in Arrowhead.
They shouldn't be able to stop the run game of the Bills at all. Oh my God, not Mike Singletary. Dave Singletary should be running all over them. They should not even have to throw the ball. And that Bills defense has the tools to slow down Mahomes. Seriously? The way the Colts did, the way the Patriots did twice last year. Yeah. They have a chance to beat them. I'm not going to pick them, though. I'm still picking the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs to win, but
they have a shot.
So then you go with that, then you have the Colts. The Colts will play the Chiefs in the division round, and we will play Houston in the division round, which
we always beat the shit out of them.
We're gonna spank Houston anyway.
Like we always
do. And then the Colts and Chiefs game, the rematch.
At Indy.
At Indy. So Indy has a shot. Especially how they playing. So we make. I mean, anyone was saying Patriots, Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
We may see the Colts.
That's not even guaranteed. We make it 2014 again. In the Colts. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. Like Tom Brady and Brissett. Jacoby Brissett in the AFC title game.
And it'd be funny if after that, when we win, we play Garoppolo.
But I think New Orleans may get to them.
I think New Orleans is the one's going to come out the NFC too.
I believe so too. But like I said, I mentioned
that'll be a hell of a game. Whatever it's at.
All those scenarios I mentioned, listen, the Patriots got the AFC on lock.
Yeah.
The AFC is really bad. Even though they have a lot of good, pretty decent teams, but they're not even on the level of New England.
It's to the point where the Patriots can tank. You're still going to win 10 games. Because 2 of them is, Miami and, Cincinnati.
I don't care.
So that's the rate. 10 games right there. And we still might be second seed.
I think
with 10 wins, we might.
We second seed, probably, yeah.
Maybe. It's possible.
That's bad.
So, yeah, that's how shitty the AFC is.
Bad.
But, yeah, so we don't have to take this season seriously anymore. That's done. So, no one's coming to Foxborough. There's no one even close to scary enough in the AFC that can come and do something in Foxborough.
No, absolutely not.
No one. The NFC is the problem. The Saints, the Packers, the 49ers are the three biggest threats by far. That was also supposed to be another topic for our show. So we're just running through everything in non-order.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that was supposed to be one of our things. Our biggest threats is the NFC. Those 3 teams in particular are very scary. Very scary, especially the Saints and 49ers. 49ers don't scare me that much compared to the others, to be honest. It's
the Saints.
It's the Saints.
The Saints,
and even the Packers.
I think the Packers. I think the Packers would. Nah, I don't think so. Nah.
I'm a little bit.
I think the Saints have the best chance of making it out of the NFC and giving. It should have been us and the Saints last year in the playoff in the Super Bowl last year, which we would respect them anyway. So I was saying to people that last year, like, it didn't matter if the Rams made it or the Saints, we were still gonna spank them.
Yeah, they were gonna spank the Saints. We really were. They looked so weak last year. They dragged themselves into the freaking playoffs last year, and they played. They weren't shit, dude.
Yeah.
Last year, but this year they look like a real football team, so they're very scary.
This is probably their last chance. I
think it is their last chance. I agree with you.
If they don't win now, they're never gonna win. But that's
they might as well retire.
Oh, you want to talk about the winners and losers?
We're gonna do right now the Patriot mid-season awards.
Yes.
So first we have the team. We're gonna say that for last. We're gonna start with the best offensive player. That's no question. Julian
Edelman, yeah. He's
you could low-key say he's carrying the entire offense.
Who the man? Edelman.
Word. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone close. I think the next close player is probably Tom Brady over Dorsett. And that's not close.
Yeah.
It's Julian Edelman. The best defensive player, it's a little harder, but to me it's clear cut, and it's Stephon Gilmore. Because that's the defensive player of the year.
Stephon Gilmore, yeah.
But he has lost competition, though.
Yeah.
With McCourty, Collins,
Listen.
Van Noy.
Listen, they're all productive.
Everyone is beautiful.
If I could, I can give the whole team and the whole defensive coaching staff the defensive of the year. That's play because that's ridiculous.
But it's Stephon Gilmore.
It's different. Yes, there.
Now this is the hardest one to me. The biggest loser. We got names.
Yeah, we have names.
I can name nominees right now.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown is the one of he wasn't the team. Michael Bennett, Stephen Gostkowski,
Demarius
Thomas, Marshall Newhouse.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah. Marcus Cannon, because he's been pretty bad too. Is there any more? None defensively.
None defensively.
I think that was 6 people.
6 people. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, pretty much.
And I guess Mike Nugent because he got cut for Nick Folk, that's pretty much of a loss. He wasn't dropped to Nick Folk.
So low-key, I want to put Belichick as the biggest loser too, just hiring that piece of shit. But yeah, anyway, but those 6 people, those are nominees. Cause I can't really think of anybody else.
Yeah, I can't think of them either.
So who's the biggest loser out of those 6?
Oh, this is tough.
It's very, very tough.
Very tough. I mean, Antonio Brown was only there for a cup of coffee, literally.
He was.
And then he's a clown, so.
Yeah.
And he just keeps on playing himself.
He just continues to put up dumb shit all the time, but whatever.
But
I will say this to be a bit of a conspiracy guy. You notice how he's making no more buzz anymore? But did we get any updates about his court dates or any of this court stuff?
Of course not.
You want to know why you're not getting away? Because he's not in the Patriots anymore. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but he did. We're going to leave it at that because I have my issues with that whole situation anyway. A witch hunt was a witch hunt.
Exactly what the hell that was.
It was a witch hunt, but okay. You know, we never heard about these women ever again after that. So, yeah, never heard of them ever again after that.
Because
as soon as he left the Patriots, we never heard from them ever again.
That's why.
But okay, that's it. Damn, this is pretty hard.
It's really hard. Biggest loser, right?
Yeah.
Like my gut tells me Newhouse because he's probably a really big problem as to why we can't do anything on offense. Because he sucks. Like I already know the minute Isaiah Wynn gets plugged in and hopefully his fat ass will stay healthy, you're gonna see a huge difference. I don't like him because he's a bitch. He got hurt twice in the last 2 years. Like what the fuck, bro?
Oh my god.
Like that's very unreliable. You cannot be a glass cannon as a lineman. That can't happen. I really don't like him. I want a new tackle.
Yes,
he got hurt twice in the last 2 seasons. Like you can't be a glass cannon as an offensive lineman. You guys by and far take the most punishment out of everyone else, besides defensive linemen. But you're the ones that get smacked in the face and pushed around. So you already got hurt twice the last 2 years that you're unreliable. You're already trash to me. So I want another lineman. But if he stays healthy, he's gonna be a massive improvement to bum ass Newhouse, and we're gonna see a huge difference. Tom Brady's already gonna feel better. That's why I'm gonna say Newhouse.
Okay, by default, Newhouse, you're the biggest loser.
Because I really think he's a big reason as to why we're not moving the ball.
It has nothing to do with your weight, because that's a used to be a TV show. It has nothing to do with your weight. You just
suck. I said that towards Zay Win.
Yeah, you just suck. So,
He's a bad player. But we have some decent nominees. You guys should tell us down below who our the biggest losers are. Us is Newhouse, but I don't know what else. Yeah. And now, the MVP of the team. So we got the entire defense.
Yes.
We got Julian Edelman.
Yes.
We got too many people on defense.
Damn, that's tough. Yeah, that's too tough. I'm gonna go with Stephon Gilmore, who should have been the MVP of the Super Bowl last year. It was for Edelman. He should have been. I'm going with Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore's playing out of his mind right now.
So I will be devil's advocate. It's not just him that's ODing though. The entire defense
is.
So to call him the most valuable player when everybody else is killing almost as good as he is, while he's in secondary, are you sure he's the most valuable player? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just playing devil's advocate, just for argument's sake.
Oh, damn, that's tough.
Because we got J.C. Jackson doing similar things right on the other side. Jason McCoy doing the same thing on the other side. We got Kyle Van Noy wilding the fuck out in the line of scrimmage. We got Dante Hightower being a field general. You know what I'm saying? We got Jamie Collins being a coverage bastard, destroying people, and a tackling machine.
You know what it is? When Jamie Collins came back to New England, it's like, all right, he's like a man that, listen, I'm here, no bullshit. I was dickhead back in the day. No
Yeah, you
bullshit.
see the huge difference
You see
between
a
how he's
huge
playing now and
difference.
how he's playing before.
Before he
Huge
used to
difference.
take plays off, like now
Maturity. And playing for the Browns for a few years also does that to you.
Yeah, so horrible. But
Yeah, MVP's hard.
it's very
You still
tough.
sticking with Gilmore or you changing your mind
I'm
after that?
still with Gilmore.
All right.
He's the leader of the defense. I'm still gonna go with Gilmore.
He is the lead of defense. He's best player in defense too. That's why he's defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gilmore.
That was tough, right?
Yeah, it was.
So many good people, man.
It was. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was.
Yeah, but Julian Edelman's the by far the offensive player, best player on offense right now is him.
Yes.
Everybody's underachieving or just not protecting our quarterback. Yeah, that's the awards for this. So let's go through our second half season predictions and pick up that schedule right now.
Okay.
We're gonna see what you think is gonna happen and be realistic.
I
Don't just say 16 off the bat because that's still not gonna happen.
This Patriot fan that keeps saying 16 or 16, I'm like 16 and 0. Like, no.
I don't give a shit about that.
No.
I don't want 16.
No.
I want first seed, which we pretty much already have, and I want Super Bowl berth.
We already have a 2.5 game lead, and for the number 1 seed.
And we played those teams outside of the coast.
2.5 game lead.
So, all right. So we have Baltimore next week. Bye. Then Philly at Philly, Dallas at home, at Houston, Kansas City at home, at tanking Bengals, and then both home games against the rest of the division that's not the Jets. So Buffalo at home and tanking Dolphins at home. That's week 17.
Okay. Baltimore, if they are able to contain Lamar Jackson and make him force him to throw the ball, I think he'll do a lot of interceptions. But they should be fine. I think they'll win this game. If
they do what you said, that's gonna be a blowout.
Yeah.
If he plays well, we're gonna win by like a field goal. We're not can't get those anymore.
Yeah.
We're gonna win by like a touchdown.
Yeah. So at least try not to get it. Like it's either gonna be a blowout or don't let it come down to the kicker because Justin Tucker is Mr. Automatic. He's a monster, and man, that's the last thing we need to do is have him beat with his leg, because he can. And he has.
Yeah, that's Pittsburgh.
He has. Axe Pittsburgh, yeah. So they should win that game right then and there.
Then we have a bye week. Like I said,
we'll
have Philly at Philly, which is going to be very tough. At that point in time, hopefully we'll have both Isaiah Wynn and N'Keal Harry in the lineup by then.
Yes. And if they're able to expose that Eagles secondary, they should be fine.
There should be no problem.
No problem. But at the same time, Jordan Howard on the other side of the ball. They're gonna say Nick Chubb.
He pounds that rock.
Yeah, Nick Chubb actually about those fumbles, he played pretty decently in that game. He
pounded that rock.
140 yards on the ground, even though that's kind of deflated though. But it's still good though. But if Jordan Howard can run the ball on New England, that's gonna be tough. But I think that we shut him down, we'll be fine. So. It depends on how that goes.
Yeah, the receiver should do no work. Alshon Jeffrey should get completely blanketed by Stephon Gilmore. That should be easy. Aguilar can catch, so he defends himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll be the Carson Wentz. The only problem will be Zach Ertz because we traditionally don't do well against good tight ends.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be actually a very nice test. In Baltimore too, Mark Andrews and them, they have a good tight end core. So that's gonna be a little bit of a test for the defense that they haven't seen yet. Yeah. So those 2 games are gonna be pretty good. I'm pretty sure we'll beat Philly, but that's the toughest game, almost by far to me.
The Philly game
at Philly.
I honestly,
that's a real home field advantage for them. That's
and in the beginning of the season when I did this with a friend of mine, I said that the Patriots will go 13-3.
That's one of my L's too.
13-3, and Philadelphia was definitely one of my L's.
Yeah. And another advantage we have is off a bye. We're off a bye. We usually don't lose games off a bye. So that's another advantage we got.
But playing in a hostile environment, like Philly's a very hostile environment. Yeah. So it'd be tough to play over there. And everything I mentioned happens, we should be fine. Dallas.
Yeah, at home Dallas.
At first I had them. In the beginning I said, we may lose to Dallas, but after them losing to the Jets, no, I don't see the Patriots losing at home at all this year.
Not at home. No. We're not losing them at home.
I think the Patriots are going to. I mean, if the Cowboys are smart, you run the ball.
You're giving that to Ezekiel Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott run
like
the ball
50 times.
Running the ball.
If you let Dak Prescott throw, I can't wait.
Yeah, but I want to see how they contain Zeke because you mentioned before he's just as dangerous on the ground, and he can run all over us. Like another game, like the time with Nick Chubb. him, Jordan Howard, yes, this we got to make sure that we able to contain these running.
I anticipate this being a very comfortable win, like against Cleveland.
Yeah.
The thing we have to watch out for offensively is, hopefully at that point we'll have our line back for the most part.
Yes.
We should be able to block DeMarcus Lawrence, Robert Quinn, and the newly acquired Mike Bennett, who will probably have something to play for. So they really have to watch him.
Yeah.
He's gonna play with a chip on his shoulder in that game. So if we don't take care of that, this is gonna be a long day.
Houston's the next game. Honestly speaking, now JD Watt's hurt, it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, we're going to beat the shit out of
it's
them.
gonna be a blowout.
And we usually do beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, especially over there too.
Yeah.
I
believe we do play better at their house than at our own. I think that's true. So that should be. They have nothing to stop us. Like, there's nothing they can do about us offensively. So if this is gonna be a game where Tom Brady throws for like 450 and all that, this is the game right here.
Expect Deshaun Watson to get sacked a lot. They're gonna destroy him.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad.
It's gonna be pretty bad.
But he's gonna get his though. As I was telling my brother yesterday, we were talking about it. Like, he's gonna throw for his 300 or whatever. But so what? We're still gonna beat the crap out of him.
They're gonna hit him badly.
Yeah. All right.
The Chiefs
will be seeing Patrick Cojones again. At home again.
Sunday Night Football.
It might be. Depends if they flex it. It's at 420. No, 425. That's gonna be in 425 game.
They changed it. They changed it again.
That's all it is.
Because originally it's supposed to be a Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, if it's 425, they ain't changing that.
Yeah, they're not gonna change
that's
it.
what it is.
Leave it the way it is. But that should be fine. Again,
This is what I waited for. Defensively, we need to finish what we started.
Yeah.
Twice we held Mahomes in a half, and then he will explode in the second half. I want to see the defense completely destroy him for 60 minutes, not 30. This is what I'm waiting for. I can't wait for that game.
Because who they have? Receivers they have? Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill's overrated by ass. Yeah.
Shut his ass out.
And we got like two other fast people, like Nicole Hardman is out. The kid's name, I don't fucking know his name.
And what running game they have?
None.
Damon Williams, that's what you have.
None.
Shady McCoy,
None.
That's scary.
Yeah, ever since they lost Kareem Hunt, it's been an issue. Ever since they never really recovered from that. Yeah, Kareem Hunt was a huge part of their offense. They've never replaced him.
He killed us in that last game.
Every time we played him,
he kills us.
He beat the hell out of us. That's why I pray to God and thank him every night that we did not see him in January, because we would have lost. We can't stop him.
I agree. And let's be honest, we should have lost that game anyway.
Either way,
we should have lost that game against the Chiefs in the championship game.
Nah, screw that. Thank you, D4. Let's go.
Thank you, D4. Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
Yeah, if Kareem Hunt was there, there will be no shot. We would have lost that game. I don't know what it is about him. I do know he's a freaking Greek god. That's what he is. But thank God. Well, that should be a win. I'm just waiting for. That's the test for the defense for me. Can they hold Mahomes the way they did for two halves?
And since the Chiefs did not make any moves in this deadline,
yeah, our offense should destroy them.
Next, we have the Bengals. Clap City.
We don't have to continue this anymore. We're playing Bengals, Buffalo, and Miami.
Clap
we do not lose to our division people at home. So those last two are wins most definitely. We're playing against Cincy, who can't do anything right.
Yeah, so and Ryan Finley may be the quarterback.
Right, like
Clap City is over.
Yeah. So no.
So literally, honestly speaking,
we only realistically have how many losses? Maybe two. The next two games.
Yeah, Philly in Baltimore.
Because I think those two games are more losable than Houston and Kansas City.
Yeah, realistically, yeah.
The next two games.
So you're looking at a 15-1
or 14-2 worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, 14-2, 15-1, and if they win the table, I'm gonna be like, holy shit, this is 2000. I mean, even though this 2017, the undefeated 2017, you can't really compare them to them because they had a prolific offense. You couldn't stop nobody.
Oh, 2007, niggas said 2017.
Yeah, 2007. Yeah, my bad.
I'll try to edit that out.
They just so prolific offense and just all around just blew everybody out.
The best team ever.
Yeah, but
that's the best offense ever, and that's the best quarterback season ever. I don't give a shit what anybody tells me about last year with Patrick Mahomes. I don't give a shit what everybody tells me about 2013 Peyton Manning, who had probably the easiest schedule we've ever seen. He played no fucking defenses in that year, so get out of here with that. The best quarterback season ever was Tom Brady 2007, but y'all already know that. Y'all Patriots fans.
Yeah, you know this already. But yeah, for the most part, that's a pretty winnable thing there. But pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're fine. I wish Patriots fans would get over themselves, stop bitching. But I guess there's nothing else for us to do. We're bored.
We're bored for real.
Yeah. Well, 32.
32 bars, not too far. We will be at the Horse Box on Avenue A in East 14th Street in Alphabet City. It's a Baltimore Ravens bar. Apparently their deals are very, very good. It's a pretty nice spot right over there.
I'm gonna miss it.
And we're gonna be there. It'll be me, Marisol, my friend Elvis it's his birthday weekend, so he'll be there with us. And our friend Mike, the Patriots legend, on Instagram. He'll be with us too. For the most part, yeah, it should be an interesting time. Cincinnati football will be there. You want to join us? You're more than welcome to. It's the Horse Box on Avenue A and East 14th Street.
You'll get that reminder on Friday.
Yes, we get that reminder on Friday. And other than that, that's all I have right now.
Yeah, so the usual. Subscribe, like, rate, or dislike if you like it. If you hate it so much, whatever. I mean, you shouldn't. I'm pretty sure you will be entertained with the show. But if you dislike it, it is what it is. Tell us how we're doing. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartradio and the Tube. So go ahead and give us a shout out there. Comment. Talk to us. If you anything you like. What are your award winners for the Patriots team? What are your biggest losers? Because I'm very curious about that. Because that's really tough. And what do you think the state of the Patriots is going to be when January hits? With that, it's time to go, right?
Peace. Let's
Peace
go,
out.
Pats.
Let's go, Patriots.